So let's start with this first question. What is the biblical encouragement for someone who is struggling with an eating disorder? And how do we conceptualize that struggle? Is it sin? How do we walk with God through it? And so I just want to first recognize that we are not wanting to focus on just behavior modification or what we're doing outwardly in our activity and behavior. Again, the concept of identity and who we are is just going to be so foundational for all of these questions. And I want to recognize for everybody as we dive into this that our culture is singing songs over us all the time. There are messages and truly statements of identity formation that we are receiving all the time. It's affecting us probably more than we even realize. And so for us to not oversimplify or reduce, I think we just have to understand the gravity and the enormity of how we are influenced so easily by culture and the way social media is a part of the fabric and the foundation of how we live. Historically, a lot of, struggles would come from just looking at magazines that we could pick up and put down and might have been a little bit harder to find access to at times. And now we've got our smartphones with us all the time, and from Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and all the ways that we are being reinforced by this image that culture is promoting as an ideal and a standard that in our flesh, I think we're all driven to try and achieve or strive after. We are image chasers because we are made in the image of God. We are made to be reflecting His glory. And we got very confused and everything got distorted and turned upside down with sin. And so we are prone to wander into these cultural messages that are informing and influencing us. And I think our idea of beauty, our idea of an ideal body type, this again, identity statement of my value, my worth, that is echoing, I think, in the background for each and every one of us, men and women. Historically, we would have said a body image issue was more of a struggle for females, and that is just simply not true. Today, it is an issue that affects men and women, and we're all, again, that fear of man and insecurity that is so familiar. I think this idea of what do people think of me and why do I care, and how does that affect the way that I live every day?